Luara uses her mighty power of the Fire Serpent to battle the enemy. This is her passive effect, and she fights by using power of the Fire Serpent to activate her Serpent Blades. As her critical rate increases, her attacks are enhanced. When she defeats or assists in the defeat of an enemy hero, an extra Serpent Blade is activated, and she gains a movement speed boost for a short time. Up to 2 Serpent Blades can be active at one time, and each comes with a partial on-hit effect and grants vision of the locked-on target. Her skill 1 is an enhanced skill which activates a Serpent Blade upon release, granting her a movement speed bonus. During the skill duration, she can quickly scale walls. Serpent Blades will automatically deal continuous damage to the target upon hit. Her skill 2 can control the power of the Fire Serpent. After a short delay, it slows enemies in its path. When her Serpent Blades are active, enemies hit by the Fire Serpent also take several hits from the blades. If her Serpent Blades are not active, the skill's cooldown is reduced. Her ultimate is a crucial enhancement and crowd control skill that blinds enemies along its path and activates a Serpent Blade. During this time, she accumulates fury from attacks and when being attacked. At max fury, the Fire Serpent will deal additional damage and launch the enemy. Remember, basic attacks and projectiles unleashed by blinded targets will deviate from their normal trajectories by a random offset. This is her standard combo. First, use skill 1 to scale a wall, increase movement speed, pursue the enemy, and activate a Serpent Blade. Then, use her ultimate to inflict blind and avoid enemy damage while her second Serpent Blade is activated. Follow up with a skill 2 to slow the enemy and control 2 Serpent Blades to attack the enemy multiple times. Finally, combine with basic attack damage output to quickly accumulate fury and trigger her fury skill to deal a lethal strike. The core of this combo is using skill 1 and her ultimate to activate 2 Serpent Blades, then using her basic attack combined with her skill 2 to accumulate fury and maximize damage. Her second combo is mainly used in team battles. First, use your ultimate to start, then use your skill 1 to quickly activate 2 Serpent Blades. During the first instance, deal area damage and demolish enemy firepower. Then take the opportunity to use 2 Serpent Blades by combining a skill 2 and a basic attack to support damage output. Finally, trigger her max fury area damage and crowd control effect to easily dispatch the enemy. Luara's main skill 1 clears the lane relatively quickly at the start of a match. After unlocking her ultimate at level 4, she can use her ultimate with her skill 1 to activate 2 Serpent Blades and use her basic attack and Serpent Blades to deal high frequency damage output, kill the enemy, and set the pace of the lane. She is pretty vulnerable, so she should usually stay near the back during a team fight, while using frontline ally crowd control to deal damage output. Wait until the enemy's health is low, then use her ultimate and skill 1 to activate both Serpent Blades, making her a team fight killing machine to lead her team to victory. Compared with fighting on lanes, the tight space of the jungle better suits her flexible skills. Even when surrounded by enemies, the blind and launch effects of her ultimate can help her avoid partial damage while reducing enemy attacks. She can then take the opportunity to use her skill 1 to scale walls and escape battle more quickly. Luara's damage in the early game is quite low, so she should prioritize staying out of the way and farming. After unlocking her ultimate at level 4, her blind effect and her 2 Serpent Blades increase her survival and damage output. After becoming fully equipped in the mid to late game with high critical hit and high attack speed, her damage potential is greatly increased. Combined with the damage output from her 2 Serpent Blades to finish off the enemy quicker.
Look at this feast of ashes! A tooth for a tooth! Here we stand, head held high,